It's not copyright. Hold on. Okay, welcome back to another Final Fantasy 14 video. And we're live on stream doing it and everything. Making quite a few of these, but today I have something essential that's been a long time coming and suggested from a lot of the viewers. Actually, I've been DM'd about this multiple times. We are making an NPC Shadowbringers tier list. Yes, ranking S to all the way to bottom tier trash waifu or on Jared's bin and to never be ever to see again. I'm not sure entirely what's happening in the sense of what characters are being included in this tier list, but I'm pretty sure I got them all. Just to clarify, we are exactly doing just the NPCs that appeared during the Shadowbringers MSQ. Not anyone else over everything else, but whenever they appear during the actual story. And it's gonna be fucking hard because I love all the characters that the Final Fantasy 14 dev team has written, but we're here to shit on them, but also to praise them for how much they made us cry, cringe, and absolutely die. And before we get into that, I do want to thank my lovely patrons who always support me throughout all the videos I do and stuff like that and go above and beyond, especially DaddySenpai, Tarundi, and Sincrotic, who are the Oracle of Lights of Tears. I thank you. Now, without further ado, let's get to the tier list. So we have waifu all the way up top. That's above S. That's a double S tier, okay? And we have Yoshida's bin. Yoshi piece trash. Honestly, it's not even bottom tier stuff. It's just, I don't know. Whatever belongs in his trash and his bin, it's just there, okay? We'll just go start from left and go all the way to left to right, okay? We'll start with Tatsu, all right? Okay. Tatsu. You know, I know she is honestly she's probably the most powerful human being. No, sorry, Lalafell. Because Lalafels are not human. They're just not human at all. Most powerful Lalafell that's ever graced the Scions ever, or at any Final Fantasy 14 universe, okay? Thus knowing that, I think he belongs A tier. Okay? The only reason why I believe that Tatsu deserves to be in this spot is because I actually do not, I actually don't like her voice that much, but in the way her character actually is, she's menacing. She's a Lalafell as well. It actually does suit her personality and stuff like that. But me personally, I don't like her voice that much. Not to say that the voice actress didn't do a good job or anything. It's just my personal thing. I think it actually pierces my ears. It might be because she's a Lalafell. I have no idea, but she belongs in A tier. I'm quite generous. Okay. Next up. Okay. I guess I'm fine about that, but Jarek, right? Is that his name? The crafty man from, oh God, what is that town? Where he fixed up the cart, the mining town before we fought Ranjit with Thancred and stuff like that. I like his drip. His drip popping. Okay? His drip is crazy. I think we hear his voice a couple of times. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Honestly, the first time I did see him in my Shadowbringers playthrough, I was like, fuck, man. I really want his drip. It's so good. However, in terms of character, for me personally, I'm just going to say he's average. B. Because I don't know too much about him. I know he's there. I know his story is sad. I know with the Hrothgar and stuff like that, the lion dude is there as well. He just belongs in a B tier. Just solid B. Really good nothing. Really good drip. Maybe could be high B. Okay, we'll see who else is up there. Now, next we have the Black Wolf himself, Gaius Van Belsar. My God, what an absolute lad. It's actually crazy how cool he is, dude. I fell in love with him honestly because of the Sorrows of Warlit questline, dude. Not even because he was badass during the MSQ. I mean, he teamed up with Estinian and tried to kick his dad's ass. That was sick. But I think he belongs in our first S tier, only because learning his backstory with the dragon peoples, the Uras, sorry, the dragon, and his backstory is quite sad. Very, very sad, you know? And seeing him being that humanized in the Sorrows of Warlit questline and everything, it brought a whole new light for me. I thought it was badass before and everything, but now I see he's a broken past. And we always knew he had a broken past, but we didn't actually know about it. But guys, his character, top tier, S rank. Not waifu material though. Unfortunately, I don't swing that way. But if you do, you might end up in the waifu material. It's okay. Next is one of the Jester people. I don't remember her name. I'm probably gonna get yelled at, but I don't remember her name, but I just know that she was a pawn of Yooooo before it was in its utopian society, and she fed mule or sin eater to all the residents of Gate Town, and that's kind of trash. That's terrible. As terms of written characters, I don't know, man. She's nothing special, dude. I think that's actually gonna be our first Yoshida's bin, man. Dude, I know what they're supposed to be. You know what? I'll put her sister there too. I like Red a little bit more, so we'll put her above Yoshida's bin and stuff like that. I know they both had a stance. They both had a stance in the progressing the story and seeing how Yooooo really is and everything. But I just think they're trash. I don't remember their fucking names. It's Red and Blue. Honestly, they look like Lise. That's what I thought. I thought I was like, holy shit, this is the first rendition of Lise. But no, they're just gestures. And they tried to clown on me and Alphanode, and we kicked their asses. Get him out of here. Daddy Emperor himself. Varus? Is that his name? Varus? Yeah, Daddy Emperor. Emperor guy. Honestly, tragic that we found out what's happened in his past and everything. And he got the big boots from his own son, Xenos. Okay? Xenos destroyed him and absolutely massacred him in cold blood, honestly. But as I do like this man's character, he is the Emperor after all, and he was behind it, but he's also been controlled by the Asians. And him telling us that honestly was a homie move. I do put him in the A tier though. I did like his character and everything, but not too much to bump him up to the S tier and everything. But his writing, his dialogue, quite good. I enjoyed seeing him fight with Estidian and Gaius during that and stuff. I mean, they fought there, saw it happen, and they fought Xenos afterwards. Okay, that's what it is. Feel Yooooo, the person that called us little sapling. You know, my little sapling and all that stuff. Honestly, I do understand the folklore, the accent behind it, and just the why it's happened. It's a fairy. We're the warrior of darkness, the warrior of light and stuff. But you know what? I really hated the fact that she was just literally yandere and was about it. However, the redeeming quality that I was going to put her in C tier, but the redeeming quality of Theo is when she became Titania, the new fairy king, and she was absolutely badass about destroying people and turning people into boxes, cactuses, hedges, dude, just literally destroying them and like leading the fairies to help us, even though they stay out of the conflict or whatever, right? So I'm actually gonna bump her up a level above Jarek, because Jarek is just not cool, man. Maybe it's unfair, but I just don't like the little sapling stuff. She didn't become really cool until she became Titania. I think that's when she basically won me over. I understand the fairies. I understand they like to play, all that stuff. But Titania, this is what it is. Firm, B tier. Above Jarek. I don't really like him. Oh no, her name's escaping me, dude. I know it's the guard. I know it's the gate. It's the bunny girl gate. What is her name? Lena. Not Lise. Why did I call her Lise, bro? Lina. Automatic waifu, dude. No questions asked. Anyone has a problem, I'll fight you, okay? Lina's up there. I don't give a fuck. Her speech when her soldiers died and she's on the floor and shit like that, absolutely sad and everything. Dude, brought tears to my eyes. One of the best voice lines ever. Voice actress as Icelandic as well. Fantastic, fantastic. Is this Innocence? So we have Innocence here, but we have separate Vol 3 as well. I think this is supposed to be here because we find out about Vol 3's story and Innocence and why he came above it and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was badass. So, and I think it was actually really cruel of Emmett to go ahead and share that with us, and that he was not chosen to be a senior hybrid over human and stuff like that. I think it's quite tragic. However, I'll put him at A, dude. No, I'll put him at B tier. Jarek is still last over here. Put him at B tier and stuff like that. We'll get to Vol 3 when we'll get to him, okay? Our old new friend, or also Emmett's ex-best friend that he conjured up in his world in Emerald. I'm gonna butcher his name. Hey, Drafishilos. Basically, he helped us out. He's the homie, dude. He's automatic S tier, bro. He's fucking sick. I absolutely love him and adore him. And honestly, the little chats that we had while we were in Emerald, sitting on that ginormous bench when we were tiny as and talking to us like his literal best mate. It was so good. And honestly, just like the atmosphere of him coming through and having that eerie like backstory of knowing who we are and stuff like that, gotta be the same level as Gaius, man. It's just so good for the story development. Same with like the little hallucination, like where we fused in the Emmett sauce. Fucking brilliant, man. Titania. Now I'm assuming this is not Fio Titania, but Titania as one of the Sin Eaters. I think I gotta put it in B again, dude. Jarek's getting the shit end of the stick, honestly. I just think Titania as a concept, as they are the fairy king and stuff like that, and the fact that it was like coerced and all that, destroyed by light and taken on it as a Sin Eater, or as like one of those the Light Warden. Brilliant. I think it's cool story writing. Now we get to some of the gang. Alfie Alphanode. Now, if you asked me what I thought about him before this expansion, I actually would place him on C tier, bro. And before then, in ARR, I actually put him in the bin with Yoshida's stuff, dude. Honestly, I'd put him bottom tier, but he's actually grown on me as a character. And I used to think he was the shittiest snob ever, because he was a scholar. He was from a land where they study and they're fucking PhD students at 12 years old, dude. And he was very snobbish. But during this expansion, it really opened his eyes about how his ideals just didn't live up, and he literally felt real, and he felt the pain and the hurt. We gotta put him up S tier, bro. My personal opinion, just S tier, dog. Honestly, just like the wave in like the character development over the years, and especially this is expansion when we first find him in Gate Town, like around that area. Oh, absolutely crazy development, man. I agree with that. Daddy Thancred, the father of Reen, so to say, also the heartbreaker of many women that tried to be swooned by him and pursued after him. The man that wielded the gunblade, the flagship job in Shadowbringers. I fucking love Thancred, man. He's actually the homie. So I gotta put him up. Waifu tier. We don't discriminate here. He's waifu tier, bro. He's waifu daddy Thancred. All right? Absolute waifu tier. Yustoa? Yoshida's been. Nah, just kidding. That trigger you guys? Not even a question, dude. Are you serious? Come on. We're not gonna talk about your Stola, all right? She's just fucking badass, all right? Emmett. Best mates, dude. Right? I think he's the top tier S tier, dude. Fucking loved his character. The writing on it, where it just seemed like his ideas got twisted over time and everything. It honestly just, it was so sad. It brought tears to my eyes, his speeches, the reason why he was doing it, why he wanted his homies, the Asian homies, and he created Amaron. And all the little nuances that they told in the stories and stuff like that with him and his body posture, the way he spoke, and him saving our asses. Dude, he's a waifu, dude. Put him up there, bro. Put him up there next to Stola. How silly of me to think that, dude. How silly of me. He's just fucking good, man. He's a fucking good character. Crystal Exhart. We'll say when we first saw him as Crystal Exhart, I actually thought he was a B tier. I didn't know who he was. I honestly didn't read too much into it. I know everyone told me to do the Crystal Tower stuff. People were saying didn't reveal the—
oh, dude, how did you not know that? It was so obvious.
And stuff like that. Hey, man, I don't read super far into those things when there's a mysterious character like that. I love being blown away. I'm the master, the absolute master at avoiding spoilers of any story whatsoever. And I was still blown away by his character. But I think as the Crystal Exhart, dude, he fucked up and summoned all my mates, and they're all dying and stuff like that before he got me finally to be able to summon to the first. Like, thank God he got me, because we would have gotten blown up and destroyed. But at that point in time, I didn't understand him too much. I actually put him at the B tier. I don't think so. Not really. Not too much. One of the bunny girls, one of the bunny warriors from Raktika. Think she was the serious sister? She was the serious sister, right? Honestly, these three characters, these three bunny girls, they were kind of a blur. I know they were really important to the Ronkin Empire and the guarding of the treasure and stuff like that and everything. But I actually don't, I like the bunny girl race and all that stuff, but I actually don't rate them too highly, only because they're just average characters and they're there to move the plot forward. However, I did like the fact that they're literal warriors, and they stomp and destroy everybody. And the fight that he put up with Ranjit, I still just put them C tiers, guys. I think high C tiers. These three of them, they're fantastic. I don't know their names. I'll look it up right now, dude. Raktika, Final Fantasy 14. See, I don't even know like how to actually search them up, dude. But anyways, regardless of their names, they were pretty good characters, dude. But I think they're just comparatively to everybody else, I think they're just C. Not much. I know people might be mad at me for that and everything, but just not much going for me there at the moment. All right. Okay. Teslin. That pause was for you. This was the first strike and set the entire tone of Shadowbringers. It is the first death and the first transformation that we see in this franchise or in this expansion. And it just was horrible, horrifying. Her as a character, she deserved better. She deserved to move a bit faster than getting stabbed in the fucking back over how Rick. My rating? S tier, man. S tier. She deserved better. The boss, the senior that she turned into. Only because I will never forget her. For Teslin. This old man, this monk man with a dragon serpent dude who also turned into a scary monster in one of the Eden raids and everything. Reen's worst nightmare. I think it was E11. Really frightening and terrifying, but Ranjit as a character, you know what? I liked him. I liked him a fuck ton. Only because the fact that like it is an unknown power. We didn't know where his power level was. He kicked our asses, dude. He absolutely kicked our asses over and over again. And the tragedy of him losing his daughters, the Reens, the Oracle of Lights, as they come through the first over and over again. Well-written character, dude. And he just knew the Yoomon army just want to keep him safe. A tier, bro. I put it above. I think I put him hard above Tatsu, dude. Tatsu wasn't there much, but I think Tatsu is just the most powerful. Ranjit, you're up there, bro. You earned the top A spot, dog. Pretty sick. Okay. Uber danger, as Rich says. Oranger. First of all, drip, unparalleled. The biggest glow up from expansion to expansion, dude. Uber danger, dude, he looked absolutely badass. From Stormblood to here, bro, he does not belong in the bin. Not in D tier. I thought also like his speech, at first I thought it was quite annoying when I was going through the later games, but it grew to be charming. I actually like the way that Oranger actually speaks and everything. I don't like reading dialogue because it actually destroys my English, and I'm already shit at reading English and stuff like that. But him and everything as he's speaking and what he does and his comfort and his power there, S tier, bro. Honestly, I did like Oranger. Out of the Scions, definitely is the second highest next to Alfie and stuff like that, dude. I do like Oranger's character. Not waifu material. His facial hair is a bit weird, I like to admit. However, the glow up with his outfit and his cards, how are the cards, dude, and everything, pretty sick. Also, fun fact, his voice actor, the English one, at the end of the Shadowbringers 5.3, he did some crazy cringe but anime like JoJo's pose that was like a callback to Yu-Gi-Oh when he was the voice actor for him. So I fucking love that. Gotta put him S tier, bro. Alize. Now, Alize, I always thought that it was pretty much the same with Alfie, but for different reasons. I thought Alize was almost like a cop-out twin character back then before this expansion and stuff like that. It's not what I think now. I'll tell you what I think now. I thought she lagged behind Alfie just because we had him all like ARR and stuff like that. And when she came into the picture, I just didn't feel that big of a connection to her. Not right away anyways. Maybe during the Bahamut raids and stuff like that I did, maybe so. This expansion, Alize captured a lot of the emotions that I think us as the player will be feeling. Her charging the battle, her saying some of her lines against Emmett when he was like doing his big dick moves and patronizing us and like talking to us and everything. I feel like she just really encompassed what the player was feeling, the frustration, and she actually conveyed that quite well. Recklessness, fucking love the banter. I also love the way that she blushes. And I know she's in love with the Warrior of Darkness and the Warrior of Light, but that would never happen. She's underage, get away, okay? But she's a cherish. She's a cherish for sure, okay? And I'll put her, I don't know, above S tier. I like her. If I could put at the same level between her and Alfie, I could, but I'll put only because she's cool. I'll put her above Alfie. I like that. Metaphilia, the warrior of the Oracle of Light, Metaphilia, who stopped the flood. Okay, pretty big dick move from her, honestly, and obviously supporting Thancred during it and like being Reen's guidance. However, my only gripes with her is that like I feel like she was just a placeholder to be the placeholder, kind of, until we got more of the fleshed out stuff, until this expansion and everything. But the fact that she stopped the flood and everything, I do want to say that I'll just say B tier, bro. I'll put her in B tier. Honestly, I don't know where to rank her. I think she's good dead set in the middle. Good placeholder to like keep the story of the plot going and everything. Maybe low B and stuff like that. You reckon C? Ooh, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the fact that like she have history with this Metaphilia or whatever. I think she's just a way to move the plot forward a little bit. The fact that she came in, she offered guidance to Reen. I think that if it wasn't for that, I reckon she'd be lower than C. But the fact that she did appear when Reen was fully embodying what it means to be the Oracle of Light in that realm and stuff like that, and helped her out, changed her hair and everything. I thought that was solid. Ooh, fuck, this guy's name escaped me. I know exactly who he is. He's the mayor of Yooooo now. And his character development, it wasn't until after 5.0, the rebuilding of Yooooo. Actually, no. Yeah, after 5.0, the rebuilding of the nations in the Yooooo after the big conflict and stuff like that. Was it Kalshur? No, this is Kalshur. This is Kalshur, I'm pretty sure. No, we fought Innocence. Never mind. Building that big ass automatron and everything, and using his genius of the stoneworks. You know, the first version of the ironworks and stuff like that. I thought it was badass. It broke him out. It snapped him out of it. I actually think he's top tier, dude. I think he's one of the top tier NPCs here. Not above Ranjit, because Ranjit is pretty badass. Definitely above them. I just can't. His name escapes me. I know he's the new mayor. I know he's Dula Chai's husband though. And it's just the fact that he mustered up the courage to go ahead and use his brain and help us in some shape or form. He actually single-handedly had a huge playing card of bringing all of Norvrant together to be able to fight the Sin Eater threat, and that's pretty sick. I like that. Kalshur. You know what? I think he was one of the placeholders for the shock factors in the beginning of the expansion and stuff like that, with him trying to get in from Gate Town to Yooooo, and honestly him finding out how horrible it is and how terrible it is, and that us Alpha, it led him to be that big speech for it. However, there's not much more for me than that. I do think he was a cool enough character, so I think I do place them. I think I place him in the C tier. I do place them above the bunny girls and stuff like that because we had a lot more time. Definitely top tier C, maybe bottom tier 5. I mean bottom tier, what is it? Bottom tier B tier or whatever. But I think he's right on top of C, honestly. There's just a lot more interesting characters out there, dude. I know it was a big shock factor. We used him to pivot the story and stuff like that, but it's all right. Grahatia. When we found out that the homie Grahatia was the Crystal Exarch from the Crystal Tower raids, I absolutely lost my shit. I absolutely lost my shit in all of 5.3, in all of it, and how much he helped us, or just like how much he actually just loved us as the homie. And onwards from Shadowbringers, like going to 5.5 all the way to Endwalker and stuff like that, how much of the homie he was. Honestly, if my Warrior of Darkness and I swung that way, I probably would marry him. Okay, you know what? Nothing wrong with kissing your homies on the lips for just a little bit of love. I'd do it. It's okay. God tier would be fine with it. I'd cuddle him to sleep. Oh, good. Waifu tier. People say he's overrated. Nah, this is facts. That's it. Now Runar gets bumped down a couple of tiers only because of the fact that he's tried to take my Y'shtola away from me. He held Y'shtola. He bridal carried Y'shtola away from me when I, the Warrior of Darkness, I couldn't do that to her. And then she actually liked it. I thought that was so cute that they liked it and everything. But the fact that he cradled our Y'shtola and it wasn't me, as, oh, I'm jealous of Runar, but I admire his bravery and on the fact that he has a childlike happiness when she said that she would come back later, or when she said it's not goodbye, it's a see you later kind of thing. Shit was happening. I thought his story was really cool and unique. His voice as this race and stuff like that, and the fact that the village I lived in and everything, Ratika, quite good. Wasn't B tier, bro. Oh, bottom A tier. Actually, we'll put him above Varus, dude. Emperor guy, I know he's there. He's a big placeholder, but we'll put him in A tier. Like I don't know, maybe to B now, only because of the fact that he held Y'shtola. But let's just so you guys know, I think he's A tier, but he held Y'shtola like a bridal carry. Sorry, bro. Can't let that slide. Dula Chai. Now look, in the early YouTube comments during my Shadowbringers playthrough, Dula Chai, I didn't understand why everyone was like, she's a cherish. People were like, oh, you'll grow to like her. You'll grow to be like that. She's not that bad. Our first encounter with him, I thought she was like typical Yoomooan citizen, you know, overweight, eating too much, enjoying the luxuries of life, everything like that. And then Alfie was her painter and stuff. That's how we got in. But over the years and over the patches and stuff, along with her husband, they grew on me. And so I had to put them together, dude. They grew on me. She's a good character. There was a weird cutscene of her. I think in my playthrough you could see her skirts and stuff like that. Very unintentional because dynamic weather and all that stuff. But I think throughout like Hero's Gauntlet and like how she played in Alfie's influence, and when Alfie had to say goodbye to both of them, and the emotion was there. They came a long way as Umorian citizens. Redemption arc. It was good. I really loved them. All right, Vol 3. So I placed Innocence on B tier. But Vol 3 as a character, revolting, disgusting as one of those people. I absolutely hated him, and I've never wanted to punch a pancake-looking balloon man more than when he dropped the bombs and killed all of Lina's the raid on the Lakeland and killed all of Lina's soldiers. I never wanted to kick his ass so much before. That being said, what a fantastically designed character. I never knew I could hate a character so fast and so much in such a short amount of time that he has to be A tier, bro. It is not because I love him. It is not because he's a waifu. It's because I cannot believe that Shadowbringers wrote a character that made me want to punch him so fucking fast in my entire life. And I commend him on that. I felt a stronger desire and connection with Vol 3 as a character as opposed to some of these other ones down back and C and B tier. Because that connection and feeling of passion towards him that I wanted to slap him across his face and wake his ass up. Brilliant. Brilliant Final Fantasy 14 dev team. Just absolutely brilliant. Estinian, the newest member of the Scions now. We played him a couple of times with, the power of Nidhogg and everything. And we saw in the Endwalker trailer that he gets to ride Vitra, a dragon. But Estinian, I don't know what you would call him, dude, if he wasn't an S tier, dude. S tier character, bro. Edgy Estinian, sussy baka, tsundere Estinian. He is just a tsundere waifu, dude. My God. With Nidhogg's eye and dragon, riding Vitra into battle for Endwalker. Xenos. Xenos. The man that has is gonna be Reaper in the upcoming expansion, dude. Where do I place him? He's after the hunt. He's horny, a horny bonk man of going after a bloodthirsty and lustful battle with us. And he just kills and kills and kills. A heartless character. And then his run-ins with Van Daniel and all that stuff. I thought his character was a little bit one-dimensional. Maybe a tad less. I didn't really like it that much. But over time, as we knew more and more of his conflict, what he's doing and everything, and how it's set up in Endwalker and like the MSQs and Shadowbringers and stuff like that, I actually do like him. But at this point in time, I'm going to count it at the moment. For me, personally, he's B tier, man. I think he's B tier at the moment. He's B tier. I know Van Daniel, so I know things can happen. I thought his powers, his villainous, his strong desire for me to kick his ass and wanting to slap him and stop him is there. But I think it is just B tier, along with Runar, Innocence, all that stuff, dude. Just middle, man. Just B tier at the moment. It's probably going to change drastically. I want to know more about his story and Endwalker and everything. But for this expansion itself, gotta be B tier, man. Arbert. Can I really say I'm not a Final Fantasy 14 stan or fan without liking Artie, without liking Arbert, and this image of him holding out his axe as the guitar riffs of the Shadowbringers main theme plays as we get up from our asses, as he fuses with us to fight MXL. Dude, I can't call myself a Shadowbringers hero. I can't call myself a warrior of darkness without this man, without Arbert. Waifu, dude. And you know what I'm gonna do? Above your Stola. He's the homie. That is a person that we will never forget. And he drove the fucking story so fucking hard. It was crazy. He was the homie. He was the dude that was with us and we were defeated. We were humiliated with when Crystal XR, Crystal Bro was taken by Emmett, and when we got sent back with all the light wardens coming back, spilling out of us. But he was there to give us like a, hey man, really do be like that? Well, are you giving up? I think you have more fight. Let's think together. And he gave us the pep talk, the hype up that we really needed to go to the Tempest to find Emmett again, to see what's happening. And he stole the show, man. You're the homie. And we think about you every day, dude. I watch the Shadowbringers ending when it happened and he did that, I watched it over and over again. Tears in my eyes. I watched reaction videos. You guys watched reaction videos. One of my most viewed videos on this channel. You guys just love it, dude. Like, I love it too. Arpert, I love you, bro. Oh, bartender guy. I thought he was pretty cool with the pep talk with Crystal Exhart. I'll put him with Crystal Exhart, dude. I'll put him with Crystal Exhart. I like that. His sad story, I forget his name, but he drank, his wife was there. That's why he never wanted to use the automatons again with it. His wife was there. He drank. I don't know, man. I thought that was I don't want to say it's a cop-out story, but I'm going to put him with behind Metaphilia, man. I understand the hurt and beside it. I think he really drove into home. The theme around Shadowbringers is that there's no real winners. Everyone's suffering in one form or another. The Flood of Light, the Sin Eaters, they've taken something away from us. Vol 3, whoever the fuck. The fact that I can't remember his name, sorry, bro. However, it did bring a tear to my eye when we brought the night sky back and stuff like that, and it spanned over into his region, Omae and stuff like that, and we get to see him looking up in the sky, and it panned to his grave, him drinking wine. That was tear jerky. I fucking love that. But as a character, B tier, man. There's a lot of just average B tier characters, bro. I can't help but feel it that way. So this guy, Genboot, maybe we'll put C tier, dude. I didn't feel that big of a connection. I know it was very important to Alize to finally solve the tempering and help him personally as the Kuboid there. For me personally, I just didn't really feel that big of an emotional connection with him, man. I know it is sad. I know he loved his family and all that stuff, and his tribe, and the Beasto tribe. Turning point into getting the Kuboid's beast tribe to us, but I put him in C tier. Gotta do that to him. The librarian guy that gave us the history of the Warrior of Light, that gave us the image of Seed of Sacrifice for me. Honestly, used it, the Warrior of Light and everything, gave us a little history lesson. One of the more useful characters, I'd say B tier again. Driving forces of the narrative and everything. I'll put him above bartender, dude. I'll put him above bartender guy. Quite nice. Lizard guy from the Tempest. Yoshi P's bin, bro. Yoshi P's bin. Get that shit out of here, bro. This fairy? Oh, I don't remember him. Anyone in the comments? Anybody in chat? Dude, who's this fairy? Yoshida's bin. Seto. S tier, bro. S tier. I'll put him above. No, I can't put him above Teslin. S tier, dude. We have to put Seto up there because the backstory of being Seto's, Artbird's mount, and the telecommunication and the intelligence of talking with him and the battles that they fought together and all that stuff. Just crazy that a mount, a camel, the air camels can talk. And he cried. That brought a tear to my eye. That was crazy. Absolutely barnacles, man. Just absolutely crazy. I loved it. I loved the little tying up the loose ends, visiting him during part of the MSQ, just show him that, hey man, Artie's with us. He's helped us so much, and he lives on with us. And we asked him to close his eyes. That scene was beautiful, man. Oh, I don't know who this guy is. Don't know who this guy is. I'm sorry, man. I don't know who this guy is. D tier. He'll be our prize D tier, okay? Reen. I know it's Metaphilia here, but it's Reen. How do I say this, man? Do I like Reen as a character? Yes, I do. Did I think she made some stupid decisions? I think so. Did I think that she was too passive at times and not whiny, but just a bit clueless at times? Yeah, I think she was. But in her moments of triumph and taking that responsibility as being the first Oracle of Light, the one to wield the power of the light and all that stuff, and just her overall development over the Eden raids, and just the fact that she is a kid, dude. She's literally a child that's been tasked with this power of controlling light, this power of curing sin eaters or some shit like that, right? This power of, it's just so much for a kid to handle. Supporting father figure, Warrior Darkness, supporting like cast from the Scions as well, especially Thancred. I grow to love her. I loved her as a character, man. I think as the mini Metaphilia and stuff like that, I thought she was waifu material, but then it comes out she's underage, so lollies are for head pats only. So head pats, and she's just a child, man. I think we all know where we're going with this. I loved Reen as a character, and as the last character on this tier list, easy S tier, bro. Honestly, above Alphanode and Alize. Honestly, just above both of them. Only because the amount of development that she got during the Eden raids and all those stories and stuff like that, especially with Gaia, I just loved it. And the growth mindset that she was constant in learning new things and just taking Thancred's feedback on. Sometimes Thancred being really harsh. She is just she's a trooper. Also, I didn't change into presentation mode. That probably would have helped, wouldn't it? But you guys are probably blind from this white light. Jesus Christ. I guess we have to do the whole thing over again, right? But that is my tier list for Shadowbringers. Waifu tiers. We have Arpert, Yustola, of course, Arpert above. Emmett, Lina. I'm sorry I forgot her name, guys. I'm very sorry I did. I slightly forgot her name. I just, Grahatia, Thancred, Sussy, Baka, Astinian. I'm pretty happy. That was actually kind of fun. I liked ranking that. I can't wait to do the same thing for Endwalker, honestly. Do you guys agree with my tier list? Do you guys absolutely hate it? Please, this is a video and a point of talking discussion, okay? If you do not agree with my tier list, please tell me what I should change. Please tell me what your tier list is. I'll definitely leave this linked in the description down below where you can download it, make your own tier list, and send it to me. I just want to see what I'm curious what everyone else thinks. I think for the most part, this is my own personal opinion. Please don't take it as a personal attack. But if you do put your Stola or Arpert anything below the waifu tier or the S tier, we will probably be fighting and we're probably not friends, okay? Just the reality of it. It's just the rules. I don't write them. I just kind of enforce them. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, please give it a like. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe to my Final Fantasy 14 content or content in general, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. I'm still live on stream. I fucking love this. It was good.